Good morning, children. Let's study the remaining part of our chapter. So, today we can discuss about food chains and food web. So, we know that food chains are the functional unit of an ecosystem. Through food chain, the energy is transferring, this nutrients are transferring, the materials are also transferring through this food chain. So, what's a food chain? It's a chain of organisms. They are interconnected by eating and being eaten. They are interconnected by eating and being eaten. So in a food chain, the transfer of energy is happening. So how the transfer of energy is happening, how it is passing here? The food chain or the food is manufactured by the autotrophs. Autotrophs are the producers or the green plants. The herbivores are eating autotrophs. So at that time, the energy is stored in the autotrophs which may enters into the body of herbivores. From there, it will be transferred to the next consumers. That means from the herbivores to carnivores and other top level of organisms. It is transferring. So we can say the energy transferred or the energy stored in producers flows to different organisms up to the last level of the food chain in a sequential manner. So we can say in a food chain transfer of energy is happening. The main point is that through the food chain the transfer of energy in an ecosystem is happening from one organism to another organisms. So each food chain involves different steps. Different steps are there for each food chain. So one of the example I will give here, a small food chain, a three-step food chain in a forest, grass, that is a produce level, deer, that is a second level, that is one herbivorous animal. Then deer is in turn eaten by the lion. A small food chain is that. Here we can see three levels. Producer level is there, then herbivorous level is there, carnivorous level is there. So each food chain involves different steps or levels in which the energy transfer is occurring. These levels are called trophic levels. So the above food chain, the first trophic level, that is the grass, second trophic level, that is a deer, and the third trophic level, that is a lion. So we may try to make different types of food chains in different ecosystems, in water ecosystem and also in terrestrial ecosystem. A food web is defined as the interconnected network of several food chains within an ecosystem. So in an ecosystem, we can see a number of food chains are operating. So the trophic levels of different food chains, they are interconnected. This interconnected trophic levels of different food chains in an ecosystem is called a food web. For example, the first level is a producer level. Suppose it is a grass. So over the grass, grasshopper may be there. Then caterpillars may be there. Caterpillar we know. Caterpillars of different flies may be there. Then to eat the small grains over the this grass, rats may be there. So three components are depending on this grass. So grasshopper is eaten by frog, grasshopper is eaten by bird, then grasshopper is eaten by the cat. So like this, a number of organisms are eating this first trophic level. So we can say practically there is no food chains never operate in isolation. Each organism feeds on different types of food. At the same time, they may be eaten by more than one predators or more than one higher organisms. So different food chains get interconnected with each other and form a complicated interconnected pattern. This pattern is called a food web. So we can say food webs are more stable than food chain. Okay, if it is only one food chain, what will happen? Because of the destruction of any one component or any one trophic level of a food chain, that will lead to the complete destruction of the ecosystem. But in order to compensate this, what will be there? Food chains are there. So these food chains can maintain the stability of the ecosystem or the stability of energy flow. Next, we want to discuss about the energy flow in an ecosystem that we will do in the next class. Inshallah. Thank you.